How's it going, YouTube? Got FourthStarTCG here, and today I'd like to talk about the two most overlooked yet important words within Pokemon so-called investing. So as I'm sure you know from the video thumbnail, these two words are opportunity cost. So there's this big debate out there about, do I invest in modern cards? Can you invest in this card? Where do I put my money? Is an Astral Radiance ETB a good investment? Is it going to go up in value? All of this stuff. And even in the debate, even the people who say, yes, buy the modern stuff, it's going to stonk incredibly, and the people who say, no, don't buy the modern stuff, vintage is better, I feel like people miss out on this key concept, which is opportunity cost. So I'm going to dedicate this video to explaining this concept and discussing why it's so important. So, opportunity cost, what is it? Well, opportunity cost refers to the potential benefits that you miss out on by choosing one alternative over another. Now, this is really overlooked, not just within so-called Pokemon investment, but also within traditional investment as well, your stocks, bonds, whatever. Because people aren't looking at the entire landscape of possible investments and evaluating which is the best one. They're just looking at one singular investment product and evaluating whether it is a good investment. So this is a difference that I'm going to be hitting on a lot, a good investment versus the best investment. So just as an example of opportunity cost, let's say you have $1,000 to invest, and you decide to invest that into a startup tech company. And so you give them $1,000, you put that into their stock or something, and that's it, just that $1,000. And then you wait for 10 years. So 10 years later, that initial investment is worth $1,400 now. So that's an increase of 40% over your initial investment over 10 years. So I feel like most people would say, hey, 40% return over 10 years, that was a good investment. However, if you put that $1,000 into a standard ETF, different investment product, with a return of approximately 5% per year, after 10 years, you would have $1,630. So you'd end up having more. That $230 in difference, right? $1,400 in the tech company versus $1,630 in the ETF. That is the opportunity cost of choosing the tech company, right? So you have made money with the tech company, but technically you could have put that money somewhere else where it would have made you more money. So you've lost out on that $230 by choosing the tech company over the ETF. So this is just a basic explanation of opportunity cost, and I feel like the connection to Pokemon cards is fairly easy to make, right? When people are talking about this vintage versus modern, can you invest in Umbreon Special Arts? Can you invest in Brilliant Stars or Evolving Skies and all of this stuff? The discourse is usually just, will it go up in value, right? Will this modern card go up in value? Will this ETB, will this booster box go up in value? And what this misses out on is the opportunity cost, right? Because you're not asking, is it the best investment, right? Is it the best thing to put my money in? You're just asking, is it going to go up in value? And that's not a settled question. These modern things, they might go up in value at some point in the future. But when you're doing that, when you're engaging in the very risky aspect of investing in trading cards, modern trading card investment especially, very risky. SM Pratt did a great video on the risk of investing in modern trading cards. you want something that's going to give you a very good return, and to promise a significant, probably significant reward for the high risk that you're taking. But these kind of discussions of, is this the best, or is this a good investment, right? This modern product going to go up in value in the future? That's these people who are preaching the value of modern product, they only talk about it in terms of good investment, right? They don't evaluate it against the wider possible landscape of trading cards. So what I wanted to highlight here is the significant opportunity cost of investing in this kind of modern product, of this idea of, these modern investo stonkers who say, go out and spend a lot of money. Modern product is expensive. You're paying $100 per booster box. You're paying $30, $40 for an ETB. If you want to invest in some celebrations, that ultra premium collection's $350, all this kind of stuff. This is a lot of money. What opportunities are people missing out on by putting this money into investments that, might only go up slightly over the next 10 years or so? Again, remember our standard 5% per year ETF, which is a fairly modest return for a traditional investment product, that gained $630 over 10 years, 63% increase. In August of 2020, people believed that Champions Path was the next super hype set. This set, Charizard, Investo Stonk, hype to the moon. People were spending $10,000 on Elite Trainer boxes, right? They were just buying a ton, as many as they could. And this was at above retail price, right? They were pre-ordering these at $70 to $75 per ETB. That was the going rate at the time for these. Maybe in the future these ETBs are going to be worth more. Right now they're at about that same $75 price point for a Champions Path ETB. Maybe they'll go up 50%. Maybe they'll even go up 100%. But what else could you have bought in August of 2020 that's going to go up more than this Champions Path ETB? I just have a couple examples of things that I bought. For example, I bought a PSA 10 Japanese Mega Charizard Full Art from 20th Anniversary CP6. Paid $200 for that. Now that's over $1,000. Similar story, I bought a PSA 10 Mew EX from Hidden Legends. Paid about $400 for that. Now that's about $1,500 to $2,000. Bought not just, graded cards, bought a Japanese sealed theater limited VS deck. Paid $250, now that's about a $900 product. And, I also bought raw cards, which I then graded. I got a lot of value out of that. And, there are probably even better buys than what I bought. If you had 10 grand in August of 2020, you could have put that into a killer trophy card. Those have also gone up about 4 times. 10 grand would have bought you a good Japanese, modern trophy. Offers for those are in the 40 grand range right about now. Stuff like that could have really given you a significant amount of value, even just over 2 years, compared with a Champions Path ETB. And opportunity cost for modern stuff, you also have to factor in difficulty of selling. If you've got 200 ETBs, that's 200 ETBs you have to store, that you have to sell. It can be very difficult. So all of this is just to say that when people tell you that modern product is you should invest in it because it's going to go up in value in the future, right? And they justify it by basically just saying, it's going to be modern product be worth more money, right? Don't believe that. Don't jump in right away, because you have to evaluate the opportunity cost for this product, and it can be significant. So, and there's a lot of different discourses on this stuff. The flipping versus investing discourse, I think, is really important, because this idea that you can, short term make money on modern product, that's just proven, that's a fact. The idea that you can buy modern product at retail price, hold it for 10 years, and then get a significant return on that modern product, that's very different than saying, can I buy it wholesale and flip? Can I buy and, sort of arbitrage within the market? Those are very different things, and we're not talking about the modern flipping argument. We're talking about the buy and hold investment market here, and this is where you really have to evaluate opportunity cost. So, I hope this video was informative for opportunity cost. Let me know your thoughts in the video description below or in the video comment box. Let me know, what do you think about this vintage versus modern debate? Are people evaluating the opportunity cost well enough when they decide to spend 10 grand on Champions Path ETBs? So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for more videos.